Good morning, YouTube. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. I hope you're having a wonderful 4th of July weekend. I want to say thank you to all of our servicemen, women around the world who have given us the freedom that we here in America can pretty much do what we want to do. I've had a guy by the name of Scott who has asked me for the last 2 weeks if I'd make a video talking about the ZX3, the 61-inch Ferris. Of course, this was my first purchase, was the 52-inch Z2 Ferris. Loved the mower so much, but as I kept adding properties, now, and I'll say this again, I don't do any commercial mowing. I used to do commercial mowing and I quit and I started doing rental property. I started, just kept adding more properties and then wound up with 2 guys helping me, and I could utilize another mower, knock them all out quicker because we mow 24, 25 lawns a week. I'm gonna mow this lawn. Now this lawn I mow in the very top hole. When I'm mowing my rental property, I mow in this hole. You can see where it's wore around it, so I mow in that one, and then on this lawn I mow in that one. The mowers are very similar in a lot of ways, but then very different in some ways. And so let's get started, and I'll do some mowing, and then at the end of this video I'll talk about a little bit about the mowers. I hesitate a lot of times on doing these comparisons and talking about these mowers and stuff, because I know I leave out a lot of stuff that maybe a lot of you want. If I do that, just down in the comments, put it down there. I'll try to answer them. I'll kind of do some switching back and forth, mowing this lawn with the 52 and the 61, just to show you both of them running. We'll see how this works. I don't know. Something I want to talk about right here between the 2 mowers is this, the pivoting front end. The Z3X has a pivoting front end. The Z2 does not have that. That is a big deal in cut quality and ride, is that pivoting front end. Wanting you to watch right here is the front wheels pivoting. This is the 52, it's carrying that front wheel. Here's the Z3, see how it pivots and the mower deck goes up and down. Watch it carry the front wheel on the 52. Same here, see it packing it on the left. And then the Z3, watch it pivot. It does not pack the wheels. Okay, if it's worth anything, let me give my 2 cents on these mowers. I will tell you, there was 3 things that sold me on these mowers when I started looking at them. The size of the tires, this is the Z3, the Z2, the size of the platform having a shock, and this big wide pad right there. Those were the things that sold me on a Ferris. You check your oil here, Your oil filter's here, you fill it here. That's a great idea right there. Don't change the oil but every 500 hours. The pivoting front end on this mower here really adds to the ride of it. I've got some videos of me mowing one of my lots and it has a really steep bank on it. When I mow it with a Z3, both tires will run on the ground. On this one, it will pack. One of those wheels right there will be up off the ground. That really adds to the ride quality. The anti-scalping on this mower, and I would say it's to do with these support rods that are here, really adds to the anti-scalping. I can tell that this mower here really goes over undulating ground a lot better than this mower does here. This one will dip on you and, you know, go into the ground a little bit, versus this one will not. So they really made some improvements on the Z3. The Z3, the weight of it, the stance being so wide, the large tires really give this a good ride. I really like that about it. When I first bought this one, I thought this one right here was a billy goat, meaning it would hang on a bank really good, mow up a steep bank. When I'd go up the bank on this one, I would usually have to have one foot on the platform and walk with the other foot going up the hill to keep it from rearing up. This one, no problem. You just stay on it, and I mean, it'll climb that hill straight up, and the front end does not ever want to rear up on me. Plus, I can go up hills and bank them, and that thing will just, it'll stick to them. I thought that one right there was like a billy goat, but this one right here is like a mountain goat. The engine on this one, the Vanguard EFI 37, that is really a stout motor. Listen to this thing run. Hear how it sounds like it's hitting the lick? That's a man thing. Good motor, good motor. I've had no problem out of the Vanguard EFI 28. The 37 just has a deeper sound to it. I like the way it sits there and idles and kind of acts like it's hitting the lick a little. 11-gallon tank, I believe, versus an 8-gallon tank. I mean, this one right here's got gas for days. I mean, you can mow all day long on either one of them, but this one right here, you can probably mow 2 days on it. I really like the wide platform, which I've already mentioned, and the wide pad right here. One of the things that I really like about the stand-ons is when you go to get off, say you got to pick up some limbs, pick up some trash or whatever, and your blades are running. This is up, your blades are running. I just come in, hit the gas, back, and step off. Then when you come back to get on, you just get on, pull that up, and the blades are running again. I really like a stand-up because when you got to get off and pick up trash or pick up limbs, you're already standing up. You don't have to, you know, get up out of a seat and step off of the mower. I run no alcohol gas. They have it at the station down here, no alcohol gas, 91 octane. That's what I run. I do not put alcohol gas in them. As far as oil, I run the Briggs & Stratton oil. I just go there and get the oil. I have been changing the oil in that one by myself, but I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm just going to take them and have the oil changed in them from now on. I just really don't have any place to store the oil. It's a hassle to store it and then haul it off, take it off somewhere. So I'm just going to take them and have them serviced from now on. You know, I like where their hydro oil is right here, easy to check. If there's one complaint, and this is minute, but it is kind of a little bit of a complaint, I would have is the size of these grips right here. I have long fingers and they are a little small. I wish they were thicker. You can see the size difference in the Z3 of the front tires versus the Z2. That just gives you a better ride. Your stance width here, this is the Z2. Your stance width on the Z3, you see how much wider it is. The mower's just wider. Man, it really just gives you a good ride. The raising of the deck, you know, and I noticed this as I get older, this, you know, becomes kind of a factor a little bit, but the raising of the deck on the 52 is very much easier than the raising of the deck on the 61. And you start noticing these things the older you get, because you know, you're not as stout as you once was, but that one right there is that's a pretty good pull on that. The 52, I can grease the deck all the way across with the deck all the way up. On the 61 inch, I have to let it down because you can see that element is underneath these braces, so you have to let this deck all the way down to grease that one. Guys, God bless all of you. Thank you for watching. Man, I thank all of you for subscribing. My subscribers have really jumped in the last week or so. I thank all of you for that. They've come on board. Hopefully next week we'll be back to remodeling some houses. We painted another house this week, but we'll get to all that mess later. God bless you guys.